Thank you for tuning in to Metal Express Radio. Joining us now is Jeff Scott Soto. Thank you for joining us today.
My pleasure.
So what are you up to now?
What am I up to? Well, I'm actually here in Tampa recording with the Trans-Siberian Orchestra. Can't say too much about the record, except it's the upcoming, I guess, long-awaited album that they've been doing for a while here. Sorry about speaking of here. And so I'm working on that, finishing that up here, and I just finished a new solo album. And I don't know when that's coming out. Everybody keeps asking me when I'm releasing it, but with the nature of the business right now, I don't quite know what I'm going to do with it yet, because it seems like a lot of the record companies are crumbling as much as our economy these days, and I want to make the right decision because this is a very important album for me.
Well, why are there so many different styles of music throughout your career?
For the most part, I guess some of it is because of boredom. I mean, I've been in so many bands and done so many projects because for the most part it's I get bored doing the same thing. I like challenges. I like to do more things and add more influences and progressions in my life that keep me wanting to do music. And unfortunately, when you're in certain bands, everybody kind of wants to just stay in one creative mode, and I like to branch off into other things. There's a band I've been working with for the past 17, 18 years now called Talisman, and that I'm still with them mainly because they're not afraid to take chances and try new things. But it's the same thing with my solo career. I've never recorded the same album twice.
It seems a little bit scattered. Why wouldn't you want to focus on one kind of genre?
That too bothers me because I don't want to be categorized as one particular type of singer or performer. I want all my favorite artists growing up were between Prince and Freddie Mercury. They always had so many different colors to them and so many facets, and I want to be one of those artists. I don't want to just be a metal singer or a pop singer or a rock singer. I want to be all of the above.
I agree. Are there any regrets with anybody that you've worked with throughout your career?
I can't say there are any regrets because without taking some projects that I don't necessarily think are good for me, I wouldn't have known they were good for me unless I did them. So it's you kind of have to look at every negative as a positive because you learn from your mistakes, and it's kind of like somebody telling you don't touch the fire because it's hot. You have to learn for yourself. So I don't have any regrets because everything that I have done led me to where I am today.
So who else have you worked with?
You got an hour? Well, most recently was Journey. I've worked with the guys in Queen. I've worked with, you have to see the discography for that question.
So let's pull Gary back here and ask him a few more questions.
Do we have to?
We do.
Okay.
I'm sorry. They tell me what I have to do.
Hey, Gary, what are you doing here?
I have been running the video camera.
All right, I have a really, really important question for you.
Oh, no.
I've been told that you will not let Jeff play your bass live on tour anymore.
Yeah.
Why is that?
You did not choose this question.
I didn't pick this question. This was not my question.
I know. Continue.
Do you really want to know this?
I need to know. I was told to ask that question.
Can I?
Boy, be my guest.
You almost ruined my first bass.
I'm not embarrassed.
Bass ruiner.
I know, okay.
I sweat more than Barry White in a rubber suit.
Yes, you do. I have seen this guy wring out his socks after a show, and a constant drip. Jeff sweats so much.
Oh, much does they sweat?
Thank you. Unfortunately, I don't have a punchline for that. My first bass. I mean, I would put on a brand new set of bass strings, and they would be dead by the song he was playing.
All right. So tell us about your most recent European tour with Jeff.
It was a lot of fun as always. I love going out foreign countries and meeting people and seeing people show up and having them respond to us and meeting them after the shows. Howie!
So Jeff, you had a chance to listen to one pre-production Doctrine track. What did you think of it?
I thought that was pre-production. Wow, it was actually pretty good. It sounded really strong, actually. And if that was pre-production, I think the final product is going to be.
We're on radio, so what's mean?
Means fucking amazing.
I like that. Okay, that's better. So which song did you choose to have spun on Metal Express Radio, and why?
Well, I have very eclectic tastes in music, and there's a Dutch artist that nobody here in the U.S., probably most of the world, knows about. He's a singer, pianist, multi-instrumentalist, guitar player named Valencia, and I pour this on to everybody everywhere I go, because this guy is so heavily influenced by Queen, and I'm just a huge Queen fan. I bet it's a good thing I said fan at the end of that. I'm just a huge Queen. His music basically left off where Queen left off on all the Night at the Opera, Day at the Races kind of stuff. And that was always my favorite Queen era. And so he's a modern day version of what they did, kind of what Stevie Ray did to the reinvention of Jimi Hendrix style, and he modernized it. This guy's like a modern day version of early Queen, and I absolutely love it. And his name is Valencia, and the song is called Phantom of the Opera. You'll basically hear it's a rewrite of Bohemian Rhapsody from beginning to end, but it's his own song.
All right, let's go ahead and roll that track. And when we come back, joining us will be Zach Stevens from Circle to Circle.